Alright, you guys, thanks for tuning in. This is our very first match. It's University of Washington versus Oklahoma State University. This is our first broadcast, so we're still working on making everything perfect. Can you guys hear me well? Am I too soft, too loud? Any background noise? Let me know, and I'll do my best to fix that up. Alright, so we'll just get right into it. Unfortunately, we did not record the picks and bans. However, I do have them up right about here. We can go over these real quick before we set in. I know it's pretty interesting to see the bans and also how things are picked. We'll make sure to do that in the next few games. Alright, so first thing, let's check out Washington eSports lineup. Obviously, we know the most about them because they're our homies. iShiny's up with on Rumble. This is his main. Honestly, they probably should have banned that out. Anytime Brian gets on Rumble, it's pretty much GG. Eric Zhang, he is on the Lee Sin. I personally haven't seen him on it that often, but Eric is very versatile. He has a large champion pool for his jungle, and as such, he can pull out a lot of picks. Kevin, his name's Wonked in game. He's on Fizz. He's been playing Fizz the past few weeks. It's been looking pretty good in the practices, so seeing this in a game setting is going to be pretty good. And then Never Sucks is on Ashe today, and this is kind of interesting. We haven't really been running Ashe, but we decided to go Ashe Bard because in picks and bans, they pretty much banned all 80 carries. I'm pretty sure Oklahoma State's strategy in this game was to basically try and ban out the 80 carry and feed all their resources into the bot lane. And again, I apologize for not having the bans. I couldn't find them again, so I could not put them on there. In the future, we will be able to get them for next week. Make sure to remember to write those down. Sorry about that. And then finally we have Oshoyu on Bard. He's been running Bard for a few weeks now and is getting pretty comfortable on it. It's pretty good, disengage and engage with his ultimate. It's very versatile. Let's look over Oklahoma State University's lineup now. And we have Santa Catarina on the Gnar. From our research, we noticed that he was pretty frequently playing Gnar. However, Brian generally feels pretty comfortable against the Gnar Rumble matchup, even though that can be kind of like pretty painful in the early game. And Brian so helpfully in the comments just posted the bans if you're interested in looking at those. We banned Jinx, Vayne, and Vigar. We basically banned the Jinx and the Vayne because we realized that they're going to try and feed all the resources into bot lane, so we just basically were like, well, we're going to make sure this guy doesn't feel comfortable. And so pretty much all of the good 80 carries were banned out for this first game. And we banned Vigar because Fear Shadow, their mid laner, he was playing that pretty frequently, and that was pretty much the only dangerous champion he could play. That stun can be pretty killer in team fights. Anyways, back to Oklahoma State's lineup. It's your boy Chris on the Zac. They've been running that in ranked 5 teams lately. This whole comp right here has been one of their core ones. It's a little weird with the Lulu pick on Extra Crispy. It's not a Lulu mid or top, which is pretty prevalent right now. It's a Lulu support. it's kind of weird putting the Lulu with the Lucian, honestly. It's not as much damage as you would want if you're going to pick Lucian. Like, you're trying to get that level 2, and then you have the Lulu. So I don't really think that's a very strategic, very synergetic bot lane composition, but we'll see how it goes. So, yeah, we have Fear Shadow on Twisted Fate, obviously trying to coordinate those long-range ganks with the Zac. And that's about all I have to say about Oklahoma State. Upon looking at the straight up the champion select, I feel that both teams are pretty even. They both are trying to do different things. Oklahoma State is obviously trying to feed Vierce because that is their strongest player. He's the Diamond 3. Everybody else was around Diamond 5 to Plat 1. So they're trying to put resources in their best player, and they're trying to get support with that through the Twisted Fate ganks and the long range Zac ganks. Washington eSports, because they didn't ban Rumble, we picked up Rumble, so we're trying to get Brian fed iShiny, and also generally we'll just pretty much whoever ends up winning will feed resources. So we're not as dependent on putting all of our hope into one lane. So we'll see how this game goes in just a bit. Alright, we're loading in. And here we go. Good luck, have funds come out. As per usual, we'll see what we got early game going on here. Let's see here. So yeah, I think bot lane is going to be the place to watch for all the action in this game. Obviously, I'm pretty sure that they're going to try and camp the crap out of our bot lane just so they can get this guy fed. We'll see if that is actually what happens. Early ward comes out to the jungle just to get standard vision. Pretty standard. Kevin puts down the middle lane ward here. Just good to see where the TF and company are going. Looks like there's not going to be any early game action going on here. Oh, yep, scouting out the blue buff as well. Got pretty good ward vision here. Honestly, Oklahoma State didn't really even try to kind of gain that early game vision. It's kind of pretty vital actually to know where people are starting out and everything like that. I mean, obviously it helps your laners because they can know where the rotation's going to be. It looks like, as we can see from this ward, we can see that Zac is going to start blue side, which further confirms the idea that they're going to try and all into the bot, because he'll be level 3 and hit up bot lane. We have Eric Zhang and iShiny double jungling here. I think the reason why that would have to be is obviously the Rumble versus Gnar level 1 can be sometimes pretty killer, and this way they don't even have to do that. Brian gets level 2, and it makes it pretty easy to lane after that, or easier anyways. Looks like our bot lane, I'll show you, and Never Sucks also took Grumps. Not sure if that was the best trade of health there, but ended up working out. We'll see what goes on. Alright, so we have the TF versus Fizz matchup. Obviously, Fizz is at an advantage in this matchup, so it's up to Kevin to really, Kevin Wonkt here to really to dominate the lane, basically. He needs to show him who's boss. TF is pretty weak against Fizz. All he has to do is hop over the stun and then he should be on him all the time. But I guess what TF does make up for is the range of he is ranged obviously, and Fizz is not. And while Fizz is pretty mobile to get places, it can be sometimes difficult if he's getting frequently harassed. So we got Zach, he's got his double buffs, and it looks like he's ready to go bot lane. Imagine that. From the looks of things, it looks like our bot lane was pretty successful at dominating the Lucian here. Oh, and here comes the gank in. We'll see if it goes. No. Decided not to go. Let's see here. Oh, and he's sticking around. He's like, I'm gonna make this work. Don't you worry, guys. I'm gonna make this work, bot lane. So he's chilling there for a while. Oh, and here it comes. Here it comes. Oh, and the flash comes out. Instant flash from Never Sucks there to avoid any possible retaliation or counter gank. Didn't happen. We'll see if he comes back again. Maybe. Anyways, in the meantime, while Zach's been... Nope, not going back. He wants to, though. He wants to very much. In the meantime, Eric Zhang has been just jungling away. Oh, here it comes. Here it comes. Come on now. This is insane. The bot camp. Obviously, there's no wards from Red here. They don't know he's there, but they can have their best guess. And he's finally deciding he might want to farm. So we've got this mid gank about to go down. He knows he got spotted with a ward, but doesn't matter. Oh. Unsuccessful. Got some good harass damage on him, but other than that, didn't really have to blow anything. In the meantime, let's take a trip up to top lane. They're mostly even. Brian's been doing a good job keeping up in farm. He's got that ward vision up in the bush consistently, even though Zach hasn't really been there, so he hasn't really had to abuse that. Overall, it's just typical laning right now. We'll wait till things get a bit more interesting once people hit level 6. Bot lane has been doing a really good job on pressuring them. They've been harassing Lucian very well, and without any like significant sustain. Like I know Lulu definitely can help in that area, but it's just not the same. Here we go, and it looks like first blood is about to go down. Yep, first blood on the Ignite Bard there. It's kind of funny. The idea that Oklahoma State was trying to go, as I've reiterated, is that they wanted their bot lane to carry them, and that would be effective if their bot lane was better than the other bot lane. And right now it feels that there's a very big skill difference between the University of Washington's bot lane and Oklahoma State. University of Washington, Corey Never Sucks. He's at 44 farm while Lucian's at 27. That's a pretty decent difference. Oh, we had what looks like to be a little gank going on there. Oh, I totally missed that one. We're going to go back. So let's see what happened here. So, sitting in the bush waiting for a gank. Hit 6. Looks like he's going to get messed up until he just brings down his ultimate and basically counters him up. Wow, that's very good on iShiny's part. He has a lot of games on Rumble, so he's pretty confident on what he can do with him. Good decision making, knowing that he could take both of those guys and not die. And good follow up on Eric to make sure that he wasn't about to get blown up by the Twisted Fate. Overall, just good team coordination there. Nard to TP's back, not lose a significant amount of farm here, and the game goes on. Looks like Washington eSports is at the lead for the moment. We'll see how they transform that later on to the game. We'll see how they're going to capitalize on that. Bot lane pink wards go down. Looks like Oshoyu really wants that ward, and he's out. He'll be back though. Oh, and he's getting engaged on by the bot lane. That's the thing I've noticed with wards, especially the pink wards. They're bait, man. You want to clear them so bad, and that was why he ended up dying there. It's just a little bit of greed there, honestly. Like, you see those pink wards, and you're like, oh, I gotta kill this. I don't want them to have this vision. I want to kill it so I can put my ward down. And then you die because you got baited into an unfavorable position, just like that. So overall, just needed to recognize that is something that definitely happens. We've got pink ward down pretty much all throughout the rivers here. Obviously, one got cleared, and it looks like this one is about to get cleared. But for the time being, it looks like Oklahoma State will have better vision within this area, but they haven't really been utilizing it to its fullest advantage yet. Zach has been favoring going through the tri-bush over here. And he got it. He's like, I died for this, it's mine. And people, jungler is about to hit 6, other people have already hit 6. Things are getting interesting, folks. Oh, sorry, I'm a bit sick too. I'm trying to get over a bug. Speaking is not the most. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm sick, so I can't get all that emotion. I'm just so congested, but I'll do my best to get into the game. I gotta get all energetic, freak status or whatnot. All right. So, as we continue, we have around a 2,000 gold lead. Honestly, that's like one big item collectively. It's not significant yet. They're still gonna have to do some work if they're gonna want to win. And here comes another gank into the bot lane. As I said, this is counter teleports. You see double teleport run from both of Wonked and Ice Shiny. It's super useful in team fights to be able to have that because basically you can just suddenly there's 3 people, now there's 5. Double teleport is what most teams have been running lately, and obviously you can see the power behind it. They had no idea. It's so important to keep the cooldowns of the teleports in mind, and having that extra one just adds that extra element. So, very good team coordination there. I'm not sure who called the teleport, but whoever did was very good. And they got a tower and a dragon off of that exchange along with 2 kills. That is a significant lead. Oh, Bard ultimate misses. If he had hit that would have... Oh, doesn't matter. He's still going in for it. Oh, so close. Oh, still gonna... Oh, nope. Good flash by Fear Shadow to avoid getting killed. A little bit of a miscommunication there on who's going to finish that off. Oishoyu probably should have just taken it because Lee Sin was taking the tower aggro. But not a big deal. It still forces him off the tower and they'll get some damage onto it. Maybe. Yep. And Zach, they had the ward there, so they were able to easily see what was about to happen. Overall, this has been a pretty controlled game by University of Washington. They're doing a very good job at just winning lane. Honestly, that is what has happened here, is that they have just won lane. Brian is 3-0 on the Rumble and is even in farm. That's the thing with Brian, is that he goes off on the Rumble, as it was not smart for them to not ban that out. It's great that he has that one champion that has to be banned every time, because essentially, getting ganked on by the Zac and the Gnar. Gnar is not going to have his ultimate form, so it looks like Ice Shiny will be able to get out of this. Yep, Flash is blown, and nice escape by Ice Shiny there. Probably was a bit extended, but it's hard to predict those Zac ganks. They can come in from a lot of different areas. Looks like Bard might be in a bit of trouble. But you can do some of that Bard shenanigans here, where he can just walk around the map all he wants. There he goes. TF Ultimate coming up. TF decided he wanted to go up against the Ashe instead. That was a bit interesting choice for the TF. He had two places he needed to go. Oh, good Bard Ultimate by Daniel. I'll show you. And it looks like a kill is picked up by University of Washington there. Pretty good communication there. I honestly thought Bard was about to die. I was kind of wasn't sure why he was going up into this tri-bush area here. Oklahoma State trying to pick off some people, but University of Washington's not going to stay up there. As I was saying before, it was interesting. There was actually two fights going on there. There was the Zach Bard Lee Sin fight, and then there was also the Twisted Fate, and it looked like Lucian fight. And I think Twisted Fate just chose the wrong fight to get into. He should have gone top instead of trying to go for that Ashe. He just ended up getting kited. Overall, there's only been one kill by Oklahoma State, so this has kind of been a stomp so far, and the lead continues to go into the favor of University of Washington. I imagine that's not going to end. I'm still kind of complex, honestly, about this Lulu support pick. It has not worked very well. As I said, they wanted to win bot lane, and then they chose a very passive sort of support player. They should have gone with probably the Thresh or something bigger. Like, trying to clear some wards here. Team fight might go down. It looks like Eric Zhang is going to get a bit caught. And Wonked is down into the bot lane, so it's an uneven fight for University of Washington, but iShiny goes down as well. They were just out of position there. iShiny was trying to clear a ward, and it ended up not working well. Oh, got some poke going down from the Ashe. Ashe arrow misses. Does not matter, though, because of the Bard. Looks like Wonked was able to teleport into this and clean up. Honestly, Oklahoma State there got a bit greedy. They should have gone back when they still had significant numbers. Like, they had numbers up there, but they're all very low, so it was easy for somebody to clean up. Probably just an oversight on their part. Good mechanics on Corey and Daniel there. They did a very good job at making sure that Ashe was not getting completely screwed over. He was max range most of the time, and good peel from the Bard. Bard is surprisingly decent at peeling for people with his little stun thing. This game, we can take a look at the farm difference right now. It's pretty significant. Over around 60 farm difference between 80 carries. Oopsie, I totally forgot to put them all into their corresponding areas. This is probably very helpful for people to compare. My bad. There we go. This makes it easier for me too. Oh, Dragon is up, and we'll see an early initiation by Washington eSports here to get a kill on the Twisted Fate. Or, sorry, that was Gnar, not Twisted Fate. He was just very out of position. And that kill gets Dragon for us. Very good on having the timers. Continued initiation. The double initiation there between the Ashe and the Bartle, that has pretty good synergy. You hit somebody with the arrow, and then you stun them with the Bartle. That's like 5 seconds of not being able to control your character right there. So good stuff on University of Washington's part to get that pick. And another tower goes down. University of Washington hasn't even lost a tower yet. This is a very commanding game. Very good job to University of Washington for closing this game out professionally. They only lost 3 members in this entire time, and they're just slowly closing in. That's the big thing in these collegiate games, is that a lot of teams, they can end up winning the early to mid game, but they have trouble closing out all the time. They have trouble getting those end game objectives. Looks like Lee Sin's gonna go for the blue buff, but ends up getting the smite. Good mechanics, Eric Zhang. Overall, pretty good. Good performance. It's interesting to note Eric Zhang going in, probably gonna good flash by the Zac to escape the Rumble ult. Wonk going in for the solo or the double kill there with Never Sucks. Probably was just baiting the Lucian or the Twisted Fate into killing him, and then clean up by Wonk. Pretty good stuff. Good initiation by Bard to pretty much just destroy the Lulu. Oh god. And another tower will be going down for Oklahoma State. They're in a pinch right now. Trying to come back from games like this is pretty hard. It's not very likely, honestly. These are the games when you're in solo queue and you're just like, okay, surrender at 20, open mid. Except for you shouldn't do that, because at least in solo queue, you have a chance of people throwing. Rumble going in onto the Twisted Fate. Honestly, could probably just there. Oh, auto attack cancel. So close. So close. That's unfortunate. That's very unfortunate there. Bard was able to escape, though. Probably was only ever going to go 1-for-1 on that. That was definitely not a good decision on Brian's part to go for that. But then again, they're very, very far ahead. So when you're that far ahead, sometimes you get a little bit arrogant. Twisted Fate says the Rumble's a bit scary. Just a bit. I would agree. Oh, there was a barrier that got popped. I did not see that. Thank you, Brian, for informing me there. So yeah, barrier will do that to you. Come on, you should have known the cooldowns. Don't you type those in chat, right? Just kidding. And the game continues. Oh, nope. Eric Zane not going to get the Q onto Twisted Fate. Probably wouldn't have been able to do much there anyways. Dragging up in minute 50. Tempted initiation with the Ash Arrow there, and it's a little bit of a miss. Zac comes in with some really good initiation there, and overall just gets a large majority of University of Washington into his ultimate. Unfortunately, though, huge damage coming down from the Fizz, and gets the pop-up on the ultimate onto multiple people as well. Even if they played, Oklahoma State honestly played that fight pretty well, and they still lost. And we'll have a surrender coming out because of that. Yeah, it's very... you get discouraged when that happens. Like, you team fight perfectly and you still lose. That's when you're just like, okay, maybe we need to surrender. So a good first victory to University of Washington, and we shall get to see the second game in just a bit. Who do you guys think was the best? Who was the MVP of that game? I don't think you can really say who was the best player, just because a lot of the people on UW just got so fed that it didn't matter. Each person just pretty much did their job. They won lane, and then they won game. So on to the second game. Thankfully, it's pretty fast for us to be able to get there. Here are the picks for the second game. Brian, do you remember the bans for this second game? I'm pretty sure we University of Washington banned the same stuff, but OSU, I don't remember what their bans were. Anyways, let's take a look at these matchups. So iShiny, instead of the Rumble, is now on Darius. Eric Zane keeping with the Lee Sin, and then Wonked on the Lulu, and Never Sucks on Kog'Maw, and Oshoyu on Braum. Obviously, University of Washington is trying to play protect the Kog'Maw comp position. Lulu's very good at that, as well as Braum. They have a lot of peel for Kog'Maw to deal out those deeps that he's so good at. Conversely, let's take a look at Oklahoma State. Santa Catarina on Gangplank. It's your boy Chris on Sejuani. Fear Shadow on Brand, Veers on Sivir, and Extra Crispy on Thresh. Extra Crispy's comfort pick is definitely Thresh. Haven't seen Veers really play Sivir, but it synergizes pretty well with the Sejuani Gangplank. They benefit pretty gratefully from movement speed. Fear Shadow's on Brand, and honestly, that's kind of a weird pick, I think, for this composition. I don't think it really does that much for it, and it's probably just a champion that he's comfortable on as well. I'm pretty sure they're trying to resort to champions that they feel like they won't die in lane for. That's what ended up happening that last game. Is just each lane ended up winning very hard respectively, and as a result, the game spiraled out of control for Oklahoma State. Let's take a look at this second game. Then let's get it on. Alright, game has started. One of the nice things about saving the replays is that we don't have to waste time while the teams remake the lobbies and stuff. We can go straight to the game. Pretty nice. So we got, looks like blue team invading here. Interesting choice. Most of the time, I don't think anything's going to come of it, but most of the time I would think if you're a better team, invading is not always a good option, just because even though you might have confidence in your team fight abilities at level 1, anything can happen, and like level 1 stuff is pretty cheese, and if it doesn't go your way, it can be pretty unfortunate, and working from that deficit is annoying. Alright, looks like the University of Washington bot lane is taking the golems here. Kind of an interesting strategy to do that. Not sure if that's something that a lot of teams do, but I mean, extra few points there. extra few pieces of gold there, and experience is definitely helpful. Sejuani starting at the red the golems as well, and we have the duo jungle again from the Darius and the Lee Sin. Looks like that is a strategy that worked well last time, and they'll do it again. Not having to do that level 1 and getting straight to level 2 and coming to lane with some extra potions and sustain is very, very useful, especially in a ranged 5s, because now he gets a ward as well, so he can just stay up there for a considerable amount of time compared to the Gangplank, who he technically he has a lot of sustain with the Crystal Flask, but I mean, with the Doran's Blade, Darius gets that extra damage that can be very significant in comparison when you don't have a Doran's Blade and you just have a Flask. So I think for this game, they're still gonna Oklahoma State's still gonna look to get their bot lane, but are gonna try and give a little bit more love to the top lane after the last game, since Brian pretty much thrashed him. And it looks like we have a gank top lane from the Sejuani and the Gangplank. Good flash from iShiny to dodge the barrels of Gangplank there, and I don't know, looked like Eric was going for a counter, but there wasn't really an opportunity for that. Looks like Eric is going into enemy jungle, able to get some damage onto the Sejuani and clear him out. Sedge tries to be, and is he going to go for it? Yeah, and he goes for it, and it looks like first blood's down to Eric Zhang. Good job to Eric there. He was able to really capitalize on those cooldowns. Honestly, that was just poor play there by Oklahoma State. It's your boy Chris. He needed to get out of the way. Honestly, he needed to get closer to the wall. Don't even give that potential option. In these games, anything like giving one little mistake like that can snowball games significantly. Darius did not get an assist on that, so at least the lanes stay even. But having a kill on the Lee Sin early is pretty useful. It allows him to get at some more damage and get those mobility boots, or basically more mobility to gank more often. Let's take a look at what's going on bot lane right now. Kog'Maw currently has more than double the farm of the Sivir. Looks like Braum and Oshoyu have been doing... Oh, we have a gank coming in from Sejuani again. A good job to Corey there to block the threat, or to dodge the Thresh Hook, and a good counter gank comes in from Eric Zhang to get the double kill for University of Washington. Honestly, Oklahoma State should have killed the Kog'Maw there if there was not a misplay on the Thresh Hook. That should have been a pretty easy pickup there. But good job to University of Washington for capitalizing on that mistake. Mistakes like that, as I said, like, they can make stuff pretty dangerous, and it looks like Eric's off to a pretty good start with a 3-0-0. Yeah, that was a pretty big outplay there. Wonk gets harassed a bit from the Brand, but doesn't do too much. Brand versus Lulu is pretty interesting pick. I'm pretty sure Brand, like, that's not a fun lane for Brand too much, just because, honestly, laning against Lulu with anybody is pretty annoying. Looks like iShiny is about to get ganked again, and a kill is going to be picked up for Sejuani there. Just bad timing, but Brian should have known. Meanwhile, Eric Zhang again with the kill, and it looks like Oshoyu roamed to the mid lane as well for those ganks. When the support roams like that with the jungler, it's pretty dangerous. And yes, I will match up these people. Thank you for reminding me. There we are. Lanes matched up. Eric Zhang 4-0 now, off to a very strong start. I imagine we'll see Dragon pick up in probably a couple of minutes. We'll see if anything extravagant happens for that to happen. Towers mostly intact for all teams. I imagine what'll end up happening is we'll see a lot more presence from Eric now. He has his mobility boots, so he can be pretty much anywhere on the map. Wow, Darius does a pretty good amount of damage there. Whew. And iShiny just continuing to bring... Oh, misses. Actually, I'm not too familiar with Darius Remake's new skill set. What is that? I know he heals now, which seems pretty contrary to what his whole lore is. But other than that, looks like bot lane, or top lane, excuse me, is pretty even in the matchup right now. They deal about the same amount of damage, same amount of farm, pretty close. They're probably just going to stay even. Oh, looks like we have a disconnect from Lulu. And I think we ended up just... oh, sweet. Yeah, so since this is a replay, we don't have to wait for the pause. That's super nice. But it looks like Wong disconnected there for a bit. Had some internet problems, but able to come back without a problem. You get 3 pauses in CSL, each worth 5 minutes. So if you take one pause, you might as well wait 5 minutes. Thankfully, you don't have to wait. Looks like Lee Sin's going up top lane for some presence, but is spotted by the top lane ward in the bush. Yep. Lee Sin is very, very strong at being able to invade the enemy jungles, and with a 4-0 lead, he pretty much owns whatever he wants. Oh no, Brand. And that's probably a pickup there. Good job by Eric, and good assist by Wonkt. And that's that. Super clean, super easy. Little mid lane kill there. And they're off to the next grand adventure. Little Lee Sin and Lulu there. Bot lane, despite not having any kills, is still destroying in creep score here. Let's check the gold difference between them. Let's see here. Kog'Maw has around 1,000 or 600 gold more. Still not too bad, but that lead only continues as the game goes on. Eric Zhang about to steal the blue buff from Oklahoma State here, and picks it up without issue. People were pushed in, so weren't really able to respond to that, and Sejuani was gone. Still haven't seen the dragon movement yet, but there really hasn't been an opportunity as of yet. Brand has been pretty been dominated by the Eric Zhang. Eric Zhang has done a good job to gain advantage from his team, has shown really good presence, especially with that counter gank. But wait, no, that was last game, wasn't it? Yeah, he played it both games. Oh no, that was this game. That counter gank bot, yeah, that's really changed the flow of this game into the favor of University of Washington. Let's see here. Looks like the vision... Oh. Nope, nothing going down there. Huh. Whoa, Eric Zhang coming out again with a solo kill from the Lee Sin. Didn't get to see that, but I'm pretty sure it was just some bush shenanigans, as is typical. Lee Sin, very dangerous lane ganks. Those are very, very strong. Going bot lane to going through the bushes in bot lane, that's one of my favorite ways to play the Lee Sin. Just going through these bushes up into the bot lane's face. Very, very strong. With that kill, oh, Darius died as well. Oh, right. That was when he teleported and then proceeded to die. Um, Three-man gank with the Gangplank ult comes down, but Never Sucks is able to get a kill off of the Sejuani. Overall, a successful gank for Oklahoma State there. They lost one in the process, but well worth it to get the 2 kills onto the Sivir. That's who they wanted him on, and they were able to do that. Unfortunately, Sivir is still down 40 farms and does not have their item yet. They'll probably be able to build that when they get back, though. Yeah, they'll be able to build parts of it, if not all of it. Eric Zhang coming in for the cleanup, it looks like. Boom, hits the Q. Ease to get the bubble off, and then boom. There goes the Sivir. Wow. Eric has pretty good damage right now out of the Lee Sin, and Lulu and Eric are able to pick up the double kill on bot lane. That's unfortunate for them. They probably just stayed a little bit too long. They had the deep ward here. They had the pink ward in their bush, and they saw them coming. Yet they still stuck around a bit, unfortunately. And that is Dragon for University of Washington. It doesn't look like Oklahoma State is in a place to contest. However, they are able to get damage onto the top tower, and it looks like that's probably going to be the trade, unless bot lane here, or actually, yeah, AD carry and support are going to roam top. So actually, that's a really good trade there for University of Washington, picking up the double kill on the bot lane and the Dragon. Looks like Daniel's just going straight in onto onto the Gangplank, and ult misses, but the flash is burned. Good engage by Daniel Teichman there. Been playing pretty solidly the first game. Looks like that is true for this game as well. Obviously, Eric is 8-0 right now and is going ham on everybody. At least Oklahoma State has like some good vision in their top jungle, right? Yeah, yeah. I'm pretty sure this game is also another pretty one-sided game for University of Washington. It would take a lot to blow this. They have a 7K lead right now. Oh. I love how I'm like, it would take a lot to blow this, and then that pretty much proceeds to happen. So they need to not do that. That would be pretty helpful. Just probably a miscommunication there. They didn't really have any damage dealer there to really do anything. That low health Brand kind of baited them into it. Lulu's great and all, and is pretty annoying to play against, but like her damage is not always there. Veers was just in the wrong place, overextended, and easy pickup there. Didn't get to see it, unfortunately. Sorry, that was my fault. Not that action packed though. Blue buff picked up for the Lulu, probably. Let's see here. Yep. Another blue buff for the Lulu. I'm sure he's loving that. And he is out. Yep, not chasing. So Brand still haven't really seen the brand effective. One of the things that I've really noticed so far is that Oklahoma State has had to play very reactively. I haven't really seen a play by them for the most part. Like they had the one gank bot lane and then it failed pretty hard, and I think they've been scared to make a play after that. It really feels kind of just like they're slowly just getting folded in on. They're not really making much of a fuss yet. They've got to try some ballsy stuff to get back into this. Otherwise, the lead's just going to keep slowly turning away from their favor. Veers ults out, still gets slowed down, and looks like they're just going to get dunked on by Washington eSports here. Good team fight by University of Washington there, picking up 3 kills on 3 different people. Just out of position there. Oh, and there is the 4th. And Eric so kindly gives that to the Kog'Maw to give him some more damage. That is another tower, and no tower has been lost yet by University of Washington. Pretty commanding game so far. And 2 towers most likely. It looks like that's hook on to Darius. They don't want to go into it though. That would be dangerous. 2 towers gone there, and there's no more outer turrets. That just the inhib turrets remain. Yes, inhib turrets. And Baron has not spawned yet. That'll spawn in about 45 seconds, with Dragon spawning in around 35 seconds. I'm sure they have the time. Well, they obviously have the timer on it. That's super handy nowadays, and they'll probably just pick that up as soon as it becomes available. They don't have vision on it though, but neither does Red Team, so I assume they'll just pick it up without any hassle. Doesn't look like Oklahoma State is really in a position to contest it with the Gangplank going B. Actually, he's going back top. Yeah, they've just given it up. And Dragon, and it goes uncontested, like I predicted. Good job. That's the 2nd Dragon for University of Washington. 3rd one is obviously a lot more useful than the 2nd one. Yep, 15% damage to towers and buildings. Honestly, doesn't matter. Doesn't give you a lot. That's why a lot of teams can give up the 2nd Dragon. It doesn't really help that much, especially in team fights. Like the 1st Dragon's extra 6%, that's helpful, but 2nd one not too much. 3rd one is personally my favorite. I love being able to go that extra 5%, and it looks like the Baron call has been made. We'll see what goes. There is a ward on Baron, so they do know. Yeah. They're taking it down. It's around half health. Looks like Oklahoma State is looking to respond. They go off of the Baron to engage, and they proceed to just get dunked. Oh, that was a very poor team fight by University of Washington. A lot of them still had the Baron debuff. They were still able to pick up... Oopsie. Dragon Slayer is still there. Oh god, what did I do? There we go. There we go. Okay. Oh. Brand had no mana there. That is why this has been able to go on for so long. I think they're probably going to be able to pick it up. Lee Sin is very mobile. He'll just Q in there, and gets the slowdown. Doesn't look like they're going to get it. Honestly, Oklahoma State there, that was a bit dangerous for them. Brand didn't have mana, and if Lee Sin had hit a Q, that probably easily could have been a double kill with the 12-0 Lee Sin. Eric has been going pretty off this game. Only thing is that having a 12-0 Lee Sin is nice all the way up till you hit end game, and then you're like, oh, I wish I had those 12 kills on the Kog'Maw instead. Fortunately, I think this game's probably going to be closed out before late game really becomes a factor. Fortunately for University of Washington, that is. Not so much for Oklahoma State. University of Washington establishing pretty strong dominance against against Oklahoma State. They basically can go anywhere they want inside that bot jungle here. Honestly, that Baron call, I'm still kind of confused why that was called so immediately. They didn't sweep it first. There you go. Sweep in the Baron pit. That's what you need to do. Oh, Eric comes out to engage onto the Sejuani. Good job to wait for the Q engage till after he takes the lantern. Nothing comes out of it though, but they can't do much. Gangplank ult comes out and Sivir ult comes out. They're looking for the counter engage. Oh my god. Eric Zhang going down onto the team is able to deal some pretty good damage onto him. I think he's still going to die though. Kog'Maw has been doing a good job to dealing those consistent DPSs and able to take down the brand. Didn't even really see that happening until after he already died. With their 80 carry still up, they're able to easily take the turret, and Darius was able to take the bot lane turret as well. So now they're on the inhibs. This game, as I said, is slowly getting closed out. Wow, that's a lot of damage from the Kog'Maw. He's hitting that time. Darius is able to come in, and he's about to go to Dunktown. Dunktown commenced. Oh, there we go. Almost the Quadra. And I think that's probably close to game. They could almost close this out with those kills. Oh, double inhibs. Cooldown timers are going to make it so they can't take the game quite yet, but they'll be looking to. This opens up easy opportunities for Baron now, as both inhibs, particularly the bottom inhib, have been opened. Bottom inhib is probably the strongest one for you to take because it's away from the Baron, and that means it takes more time for them to get to Baron, so you can just wait it out. Just try and bait up the Baron, make them waste time as their inhibs get pushed in by your minions. Oklahoma State trying to ward up their top jungle. Bot jungle is not that important right now because Dragon's not up, though it will be up in about 15 seconds and will probably be easily picked up by Washington. Lee Sin going to clear all of the wards. I always have trouble clearing that ward myself. I always accidentally hit Baron. Oh, they hit Baron. They're kind of like, haha, we're going to make it hard for you to hit those wards. And bot lane for Oklahoma State is being pushed while University of Washington takes Dragon. That is their third Dragon. That one's very fun to have. Get that extra move speed, be able to run away and catch people easily. Their Sejuani is actually the one defending base, which means that it's going to be difficult for them to be able to try and pick off Baron if they're trying to basically just steal it. Eric Zhang still have the smite. Taking a lot of damage though from Baron. Easy pickup for University of Washington, and they are looking to engage as well. Darius comes into the backside to just dismantle and gangplank. Was not able to kill him though with his ultimate. Eric still going around, but is unable to kill anybody. Never Sucks able to pick up double kill on both the Brand and the Thresh. He's doing a lot of damage now. A lot of damage. It's hit that late game time for the Kog'Maw. He has his Trinity Force, and he has a Blade of the Rune King on his way to an Infinity Edge, and that's just gonna hurt. Especially with the builds that Oklahoma State are building right now. They don't have any they don't really have a tank except for Thresh, and Thresh doesn't really have any armor right now, so he doesn't have to build some armor penetration type stuff. He can go for the Infinity Edge and deal a significant amount of damage because of the armor. And Sejuani opted for a magic resist kind of build, which I guess kind of makes sense a little bit, though I'm not really sure why you would do that when the 12-1 Lee Sin, the 6-3 Darius, and the Kog'Maw are all hitting you. So not really sure on the itemization choice for that Sejuani. Definitely probably should have gone an armor item first instead, but too little too late on that one. University of Washington able to take their the topside jungle of Oklahoma, going to be trying to push out that last top tower. Darius comes in to thrash it, solo kill some of Oklahoma State there. That's probably going to be game now. Good job on University of Washington's part to slowly close this out. And all inhibs are down, which means that this becomes very, very vulnerable. Oh my god. Kog'Maw is nasty, man. That was not cool. He got deleted. That's the thing with Gangplank. He does a crap ton of damage, but if you can focus him, he goes down pretty fast if you don't build the armor. Oh. Into the inhib you go. And that looks like it's gonna be the game. Good job on University of Washington, and that is a 2-0 victory for our very first match. Congratulations. We'll definitely be doing this next Sunday as well. We play San Jose State. No, we don't play San Jose State. We play some California team. We play some California team. It's going to be good. The information will be on our Facebook to watch that. MVP of that last game was definitely Eric Zhang. He was everywhere. Very good stuff. If you have any feedback for this stream, let me know. I was a little sick today, so I wasn't really able to get as excited about the games as I want to. I definitely will be planning to be more energetic in the future. So thanks for tuning in. I will see you guys next Sunday. Peace out.